Hey guys, welcome back to Xposed Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about a module that gives you the ability of controlling how your media scanner runs on your device. Let's check it out. First thing we want to do is download and install the actual module. So we'll go into the Xposed installer, open it up, go into the modules, and then download the actual Xposed Media Scanner Optimizer. Current version is 1.3. Check the box, restart the device. Once you're done, you're pretty much set. And you actually have to go in there and just turn on or configure some of these options. Now, out of the box, you do have the ability to having repetitive scan turned off. The ones that say suggested are turned on by default by the developer. And the only way to see basically what to do with, if you do remove it, if you uncheck the box, it says, allow repetitive scans. And I don't want to do that. I want it to basically just run once, and I don't want it to keep running in the background, eating up my battery. Now, depending on your system, depending on your actual speed of your memory card, SD card, my device here, this is the Note 4, does have an SD card. You may have a longer scan time, you may have a shorter scan time, so your performance will go longer depending on how your system runs. Service importance basically gives it the ability to run in the foreground, and I'll show you guys an example of that. Threat priority also supports the foreground process. Directory, this is where it gives you the ability to kind of limit it where you want it to actually scan. If you wanted just to scan folders that have already been scanned before and don't scan any new ones, checking this box gives it the ability to look for the .scan media file, and that way it stops it from scanning any other files. Also, you have the ability of restricting it to only scan actual media. When I say mean pictures, music, and videos, and those things are pretty much set, and it will only scan for these things, making things run a little bit faster. I like it to scan everything. Run automatically, of course, this is just for the module itself. Result notifications, this will pop the notifications in the results in your notification, and I'll show that when I run the test media scan. We'll go ahead and trigger it, and then in the future, whenever you restart your device, you will always see this. This becomes a foreground service where you're actually able to see it. By default, this is a background service. You normally don't have access to seeing when the actual scanning is done. Once you're done, it gives you a quick result of how fast and how long it took it for actually to perform the actual service. Of course, it gives you the ability to donating to the developer, of course, or sending this result. We'll go ahead and get rid of it for here. But overall, it's very nice. You also have the ability at the bottom here to actually delete the existing media scan file, meaning this is whatever's been done in the past, and you can basically go from that point when you start with a clean slate to restrict it only to scan folders that have media in it, which will help it go faster and help you save battery. Android logging and an Xposed log, this is just in case you're having any concerns or issues, you'll be able to actually get that and send it to the developer. So media scanning on our devices is basically a service that runs in the background. By default, we don't see it. We don't see the function running every time we turn on our device. Heck, we don't even see it when it's sitting there and the device's screen is off. But what you can see is that it actually sometimes does eat up system resources because it runs multiple times as the system is going on. It's intending obviously to keep the system up to date, but not necessary every single time you turn on the device to run it and then run again over time and time again. This module gives us the ability of controlling how often this functionality runs. 1, 2, puts it into a foreground service so you can actually see how much time it's taking. Now, you guys saw with the quick test that I showed you guys, it wasn't that long for my system. This is the Note 4. It does have an external SD card. It does have the ability of scanning that as well. The system didn't run that long, but some systems may not be as fast. Some system may have a slower memory card. So these things could be longer and have more impact on your system. Please be aware of that. You also have the ability of limiting where it runs, what it does. There's a lot of setup, and I showed you guys with the hands-on. I like the module. It's simple. It gives you the ability of controlling this function that normally by default we have no control. It is, again, a background service. So as usual, like and subscribe to this video, like and subscribe to my channel, or of course, let me know what you guys think of any other module that you may like to see here on XDA, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.